Good day, fellow investors. One of the questions many of you had is whether China is still a good investment. We made this video not even 2 months ago, and since then, craziness has happened. So, the China shares internet ETF that we bought for our YouTube portfolio is now up 60%. That is something really crazy. But let me tell you the only law and only truth when it comes to investing. As the price is higher, there is only one mathematical conclusion: the risk is up and the long term returns are mathematically down. Unfortunately, that is investing. But now we have to see whether the risk is still tolerable and whether the returns are attractive. Now, if we look at the stock over the long term, we can see that it is insane that it is still priced equally to what it was 10 years ago, because this means that there has been no internet evolution in China, which is insane, or there was too much exuberance here. There was too much exuberance here, but now that we are still 70% down, it is still a good fundamental investment if you want to own China in your portfolio. Of course, mind the sizing and everything, but that's something you have to see how it fits you. And there was another question that I just received that is extremely related to this. Best investment strategy in sit and do nothing. Good tip would be how to manage atavistic drive to do something, how to keep mind occupied while investment idle. So, great comment. Answer is do something else, enjoy life, and let the investment do what they are supposed to do. This is also one of the main reasons why I made so many mistakes over the past 5 years, because I was incentivized to do as much as I could for my research platform. That later led to sunk cost connection. Let's do this, let's buy this, this sounds interesting, this doesn't sound this interesting, and then led to a lot of mistakes. We still did our returns and everything, but it should have and it should be in the future much, much better. So my answer is the following when it comes to investing and also investing in China. So you have to be as sure as possible before taking an action. That's the key, because if you know what you're buying, then you can forget about price movements, know why you bought and what is the fundamental long-term return on that, and you have to always stick to your circle of confidence. Because if you are uncertain, you didn't do enough research before to know. And this is a very bold statement, but something very important. The difference between here and now that the China shares is 80% lower, there has been no new information in the risk and reward there, just sentiment. There has been no difference in information. The Chinese government was a communist government 2 years ago. The Chinese government is still a communist government. It still gets involved in anything. It still does the same things as it did 2 years ago, but now the sentiment has changed. So those that were surprised with what happened simply weren't informed well enough. And let me show you this. This is what I wrote 28 December 2020. So I've taken a quick look at Alibaba, and the summary is the following. It's a purely growth stock, so it will all depend on the future growth, but given its position in the market, it's likely that the growth will be there. It gives great exposure to China and Asia, but 2020, so when the stock was still at 223, I have no idea what Xi will do. Political risks. There can be slower than expected growth, competition and profitability long term, variable structure. So all of these things were the risks that were there already in 2020. This is from my research platform. So that's something that I want to really make you understand, to know something, why you're buying it before you are buying it. So from a fundamental long term, I think it's still good to have exposure to China with the YouTube educational portfolio that we have here. I even see my Tesla short fun is positive, I better sell and take the money. But okay, so that's something else. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Should I close the short or keep it? Let's see. Nevertheless, it's still there, it's still fundamentally good, so that's something that we'll keep here, and that is investing. Check my YouTube last update, YouTube portfolio update, and subscribe for more investments. I still have to buy 7 positions to complete the portfolio so that we can learn more about these 20 positions and follow them together here on YouTube. Thanks for watching.